Your dad was actually going out with my best friend.
Mum, that's awful. So you're basically a swinger.
No, I was 15. You don't do that. What did you get up to when you were 15?
Oh, you
No, don't answer that. Do not answer that.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Daily Diaries. It is Mother's Day today when you're watching this. I mean, it's not right now, obviously, because I had to film ahead of time. But first of all, here's a little update about some things in the pool. So I've got my mum on Zoom, and after a bit of, figuring things out, we have got my mum on Zoom, and yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. And then I asked on Instagram the other day for some questions for my mum, and now I'm going to put them to her. First question: did your children fight a lot when they were little, and how did you handle them?
The thing is, because there were three of you, sometimes it would be 2 against 1, and then one of the two would then flip to the other side. So, yeah, I think you were just normal siblings. You would argue and bicker, but then the next minute you would be best of friends.
I mean, I do always remember fighting.
Yeah, you were all very competitive, weren't you? And it was probably always about who had won a game.
Yeah, there are lots of Monopoly boards that were flipped. I mean, most of the time, any kind of board game ended up in someone being punched.
Yeah. You were just a normal group of boys.
Right, okay, next question. It says, your son is so talented. If any, what other profession could you have seen him in?
Well, I always joke, because Tom's brothers your brothers, Tom. One's a carpenter and one's an electrician. And I always say, if you become a plumber, I would have all 3 trades in the family.
Yeah.
I can't actually see you being a plumber. Do you actually know what a drill is, or a screwdriver?
I never. Lance does all that in this house. There's no DIY that I'm doing ever.
Yeah. I don't know what you would be if you weren't a diver. I don't suppose I've ever thought of it. I suppose I see you doing this sort of thing, interviewing and presenting and things like that. I think you'd be good. That's
only probably now because I've done so much of it. Whereas probably when I was younger, I always wanted to be a pilot, but I don't know if I ever. I don't think without diving, I don't know if I would have been as disciplined with school and things like that, and time management, and so.
True.
Who knows? Who knows where I would have been? Okay, next one. How did you feel when you became a nana or grandma? It's on here.
Oh, there's no words to explain it. It just feels like your heart grows like this, and it's just filled with the warmest, most amazing feeling. Until you become a grandma or a nana, you can't explain it. All my friends asked me this question because I was the first one to be a nana, and then when they became nanas afterwards, they all said to me, we know exactly what you were trying to explain.
And you've got another one on the way.
I do, yes. Yeah, William's having a little girl. Can't wait. They might have the same birthdays because she's due very close to Robbie's.
That's true. All of our birthdays are in May and June. It's crazy.
I know.
Okay, so next question. How did you and Dad meet? I don't actually know this.
Do you not?
No.
Your dad was actually going out with my best friend.
Mum, that's awful.
No, it wasn't. We were 15. We were young, and I was on a blind date with your dad's best friend. And when we went out, my friend just said to me that, although she really liked Rob, she quite liked his best friend. So she decided on that night that she...
You switched, basically?
Yeah. Not...
And then did you stay friends with this girl?
Yeah. I mean, we've lost contact now, but we were friends for a long time afterwards.
What on earth?
Yeah.
So you're basically a swinger?
No, I was 15. You don't do that. What did you get up to when you were 15?
Oh, you
don't answer that. Do not answer that.
Anyway, next question. Whose cooking is better, yours or Tom's?
I would probably say yours is healthier. Isn't it?
I'm better. Come on.
What do you mean I'm better?
You're the one who's always like, oh, what did you do with this? Or how do you do this? And
well, yeah, because you cook different things to anything I would cook.
What, a chili con carne with
chili,
spaghetti bolognese,
bowl, cottage pie, roast dinners. I bet you couldn't cook a roast dinner as good as me.
Oh, I could. I would. The potatoes would be crispy. The broccoli wouldn't be all mushy and soft. It wouldn't be like I could actually you cook with actual textures rather than soggy potatoes and soggy broccoli and cauliflower.
Excuse me, my food is not like that. The broccoli may be soggy, but that's how your brothers like it.
Yeah, my mum puts like bicarbonate of soda in the veg, and you know that drains like all of the health out of it. Anyway. Well,
unfortunately, that's how my mum taught me to cook.
Oh gosh, we don't even.
So maybe it's a good job I didn't teach you to cook.
Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, we don't need to talk about Grandma Jenny's cooking.
What do you mean? She's gonna. Don't let her see this video, Tom.
Hopefully not. Why did you decide to name Tom Tom?
Oh, this is really funny. At the time, there was a program called Brookside on the TV. I don't know, it's not running anymore, but it was similar to EastEnders or Coronation Street, and it was set in a place called Brookside Close, and there was a family on there who had a little baby, and their little baby was called Thomas, and I just love the name.
Oh, wow.
So that's why you were called Thomas.
All
you
right.
didn't know that either, did you?
No, I didn't. If Tom was a girl, what would his name be? I know Dad wants to call me Hayley Daly.
No, that was me. I liked Hayley, but I said Hayley Daly wasn't right.
No.
Didn't sound right. A bit like Debbie Daly, but anyway, I couldn't do anything about that. But I always said if I'd had a little girl, I would have called her Emily.
Oh. What was a word that Tom could not pronounce when he was a baby?
You used to love Sesame Street, but you could never say Big Bird. You always used to go dit doot.
Dick do?
Dit doot. Not dit do. Dit doot.
Oh gosh.
Dit doot.
Dit doot.
Yeah.
Big Bird. How is dit doot and Big Bird?
I don't know, but that's what you used to say for Big Bird.
Was I a well-behaved child? Is another question.
Yeah, the majority of the time, providing you got your own way.
Any child's well-behaved if they get their own way.
Can I say the story about your infatuation with a piece of clothing?
Oh yeah.
I think I've probably said this before, haven't I?
Yeah.
You used to have a meltdown if you always liked to have a tea towel or a pink little doll's blanket tucked into the waistband of your trousers, and it had to be a certain length to hitting your shins. And if it wasn't exactly right, you would pull it out and throw it on the floor and go, oh, that's not right. And I would pick it up, put it back exactly the same way, and you'd be happy. So I don't even know what you were upset about.
The skirt has to be the right length.
It does.
What's Tom's worst habit?
Nail biting.
A bit better.
Nail and skin biting.
I did.
Look at that one, look.
I did nearly chop my finger off again with a knife yesterday. What's your favourite memory from Tom and Lance's wedding?
Obviously, the actual ceremony was amazing. But the bit, because I always said I didn't want to know any of the details until the day. I wanted it all to be a surprise. So when you had the gay choir
Oh yeah,
Is that what they're called?
The London Gay Men's Chorus.
Yes. When they all just walked in and walked around.
The flash mob.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, no,
that was really good. I mean, there's lots of things that were my favourite bits. There's lots of things I could say, to be fair.
Okay, right. Well, that, you know, I mean, it was a fun day, but it's always like, it's always fun when it's your wedding day, so I never know what other people think of it. Anyway, well, the next one is, what is your mum's best cocktail? What's your favourite cocktail drink of choice? I
mean, I drink anything, don't I? But
true.
I'm quite into margaritas, quite like those. And Tom Collins, don't mind a few of those. And what's the other one that I like? But I always forget the name of it.
Mojito?
No, the one that you put the slices of orange in.
Aperol Spritz.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can never remember that one. Yeah. Quite like that one.
Next one was, how was your experience when I came out? What happened?
Well, I think once you told me I was still going to be a grandparent, I was quite happy. That was my only question and my only worry, wasn't it? So
yeah, it's true. It's true. You wanted to be,
and that's come true. So
I mean, I always wanted to be a dad, so I don't think there was ever that question about but it was just a case of how that was going to happen, I guess.
But your words to me were, Mum, there are ways and means for that to happen.
Yeah, no, it's true. There's, like, you know, parents come in all shapes, sizes, genders, sexualities now. It's not just a, you know,
very true.
As traditional as it used to be, I guess you could say. Next one was, what was your reaction when you found out you were having a grandson? When we told you that our surrogate was pregnant.
I was just so excited. I like phoned round to all my friends. I'm going to be a nana. I'm going to be a nana. So everyone was really excited for me. A few of my friends threw me a nana shower. Instead of a baby shower, I had a nana shower. And they bought me all these gifts saying nana on them. And yeah, it was really lovely. Nice memory.
Do you get scared when you watch me dive?
Not when you're in competition, probably more when you're in training, when you're learning things, and not that you probably learn things so much now, but I remember watching you learn your front 4.5, and I just really didn't like watching you learn that one, because there was quite a few splats, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't go quite to plan the first few times.
No.
Yeah. Hard dive. I mean, I was only 15 when I learned it, so I probably wasn't old enough to do it, but, you know, I'll do it now a lot better. Well, that's all the questions that I had, because I, you know, didn't want you to be here for like 6 million hours. So, but yeah, happy Mother's Day for Sunday.
Thank you, my lovely.
I also, by the way, something is arriving for you, but I don't know if it's going to have a note on it, but I think it will be pretty obvious who it's from when it arrives.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I know I just did a Q&A with my mum, but I still want to do the 3 questions at the end of this video for the question and answer. Oh gosh, there we go. I was just checking I was zoomed all the way out. Oh, I'm not, I'm zoomed in. There we go, that's better. Hey, Tom, are you aware that your greeting on your channel says I'm a 24-year-old diver? No, I didn't. I probably did that when I was 24 and I'm 26 now, so I probably should update it. Thank you for pointing that out. Next question, have you ever performed the wrong dive at a competition? If so, what happened or what would happen? Automatically disqualified, question mark? Now, that's a good question. I mean, I have gotten failed dives before, like when I was younger, I knee buckled, landed on my bum and didn't actually complete the dive. But essentially, if you do the wrong dive that is on the scoreboard, it's a failed dive. And you get 0 points from every judge and the dive doesn't count. But you don't get disqualified from the whole competition, if that makes sense. So you just, basically you put in your dive sheets like at least 24 hours before, and then that's loaded into the system with a degree of difficulty, and then the judging system so that it all automatically happens and is calculated. So if you do the wrong dive, it's just 0 automatically from all the judges. Next question, who in your family will be traveling to Tokyo to watch your diving, if it's even all be allowed? When do you find out those details from the Olympic Committee? It would be my mum, Lance and Robbie that would come to Tokyo, but I think at the end of this month they're going to make a decision about spectators. But you know, all the things that we've heard is basically it's going to be Japanese local spectators only, I think. But they haven't made that official decision yet, but I think that's one of the ideas that's going to be put forward rather than no spectators. So who knows? Just taking each day as it comes and just enjoying the road, enjoying the preparation towards Tokyo. And the top comment is, Lance did such a good job with your hair. I mean, I haven't done my hair today, so I don't know what it looks like. I'm probably not great. But yeah, he did a pretty good job, right? It's grown in all right. I mean, it's been about 10 days since he last did it. Yeah, we're doing all right. I know April 12th will be back up and running, but I think Lance has done a good job so far. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave comments below about what, you know, questions for next week, any video ideas that you might want to see, and I will see you all next week. Don't forget to subscribe.